KwaMaxaki High School in Port Elizabeth. The school had a 56% pass rate for 2015. Every year the school has problems to deal with, which include transportation for learners who come from faraway areas and teacher shortages. Security is also a problem as the school perimeter is not properly fenced off, leading to learners absconding from school during school hours. But the school says it expects to improve for the class of 2017 as a lot of work has been put in. Iviwe, are you with us? We'd really like to see what the mood is at that school.
Well, good day. Well, right now we've actually moved from KwaMaxaki, which we were at earlier this morning, and we spoke to the principal there who said, they are definitely expecting an improvement. We've also been at Bethelsdorp High School, where they have experienced a bit of a decrease in terms of their percentages when it comes to the matric results. But looking at the northern areas as a whole, which also includes your Bethelsdorp High School and a number of schools within the areas of Port Elizabeth are within the northern areas, where actually earlier on this year, there was, a problem of closure of schools where parents were unhappy with the number of teacher shortages, which was making a drastic impact on, the teacher, quality teaching and the education process within a classroom. We're going to speak to Richard Dry, who is part of the Northern Areas Schools Forum, looking forward in the year now that we are in 2017, in terms of some of the things that actually impacted those results in the year 2016, Richard, and as well as, what are some of the improvements that we might look to see in 2017 that will hopefully increase when we look at the percentage of matric results, not only in the northern areas. I understand now you guys are working as Port Elizabeth as a whole to create an education forum that will actually look at the specific problems that we are having within this region.
Yes, correct. We're looking at the broader forum to address the issues, because the problems of northern areas, not specific northern areas, it's not unique to us. Townships sit with the same problems. There's Model C schools sit with the problems with teachers and stuff like that as well. So for this year, we need to have stability in our schools. And to have stability there, we need to have a classroom where the teachers in. There's no overcrowding. We need to have a situation where our schools are safe, where we can improve the quality of education, and the Department of Education needs to come to the party here. They need to come to the party to deliver on the promises that they made. We had some issues with the PPN of 2017. We're positive that those issues will be resolved through our broader group. There's an instance where, if I just look at the matrics of this year, last year we started on the wrong foot with parents who were angry. The schools were closed for 4 weeks at the beginning of the year. But then during the year, you could see the dedication of our teachers who dedicated their times on Saturday mornings to catch up. And throughout the year, you could see children on Saturday mornings going to the schools in the uniforms to catch up. So we have the dedicated educators there. We need the department to come to the party and deliver on the promises that there's teachers in the class, that there's textbooks. We cannot have a situation where, as you just heard, that Bethelsdorp had a situation where over 2 years they didn't receive a textbook. We have about 2 primary schools right now who haven't received a textbook for this year. That is Parkside and Galvandale Primary. So I'm still assessing that as well. What schools haven't received their textbooks? So it's about time that the department deliver, that they give our children what is required in the classroom.
Richard, we're now looking at the matric results as a whole nationally, but where do you think maybe the problem actually starts? We're finding that there are also problems within junior school level, and then those children are transferred into high school, had not textbooks for about 4 or 2 years. Where do you think the problem actually starts? Instead of us looking at the end result, which is in your matric, where pupils have already been failed or the system has been failing the pupils, where do you think we can maybe start fixing, looking at the year 2017?
We need to start at base level. That is your grade 1, grade R, grade 1s. At primary school, the base must be correct. We cannot have a situation where children are progressing. They put them through, get to grade 8 or grade 9, the child can't read and write. We must stop this mindset where we address December's, we talk about matric results. We need to start talking from grade R. From grade R. The mess the grade R's need to be resolved. The 2017 PPN does not recognize the learner numbers of grade R. There's already a problem. So we need to move away from this mindset where we only focus on matric. Matric is too late. We need to start at grade 1, and through the whole process, before that child get to high school level, that child already must be on a level where they can cope with the amount of work that's dished out at high school level.
Thank you so much for your time, Richard. Well, there we have it from the Northern Areas Forum, which looks at education within Port Elizabeth as a whole in terms of the challenges that faces the education system here in this region. But however, the MEC Umadla Makupula is in East London addressing the issues and questions posed by media and those that are at that conference, him speaking about the matric results throughout the Eastern Cape. He has already alluded to the fact that, yes, we didn't do as well as we wanted. There is a marginal increase, but most importantly, they've actually seen that there's an increase in mathematics and science. The results coming from mathematics and science has improved. And you'll remember that earlier on this year, they partnered with a number of partnerships, private companies that were willing to actually help different schools put in mentors to help with mathematics and science. But later on, I'm definitely sure you'll be getting an update from our journalist that side who is there, Ubusisiwe Jemsana, who's in East London. But for now, from us, it's back to you guys in studio.
Fantastic stuff there from Iviwe Poti. Bring us up to speed with what's happening out in parts of the Eastern Cape where there has been improvement in the maths and science results.